From exploding windows to lightning strikes and autopilot gone wrong, aviation is full of myths. Today, we're busting 10 of the biggest ones passengers still believe. And the truth might surprise you. Most of these myths have been fueled by Hollywood movies, rumors, and a fear of flying. But air travel is far safer and much stranger than most people realize. Let's separate fact from fiction. In the movies, one broken window causes instant chaos. In reality, airplane windows are bolted shut and reinforced with multiple layers. If a window did fail, the cabin would depressurize, oxygen masks would drop, and the pilots would descend quickly. Serious, yes, but it doesn't mean the whole plane tears apart. A real example? Aloha Airlines. Flight 243 in 1988 lost part of its fuselage, yet the pilot still landed safely. Many people think that if one engine quits, the plane falls out of the sky. Not true. Commercial jets are certified to fly, climb, and land on just one. In fact, some twin-engine planes are allowed to cross oceans thanks to strict rules called ETOPS, which prove they can fly for hours on one engine if needed. Pilots train extensively for this, so the system is built for safety. Lightning strikes planes regularly, sometimes multiple times a year. But modern airliners are built like Faraday cages, conducting electricity safely around the fuselage. The last deadly lightning-caused crash was in 1967. Since then, design changes mean most crews barely even notice a strike. In fact, you're safer inside a jet during a storm than in your car on the ground. Turbulence can feel terrifying, like the plane is falling. But airliners are stress-tested to handle forces far greater than turbulence. Think of it like potholes in the sky. It's uncomfortable, but not unsafe. The real danger? Passengers not wearing seat belts. Nearly every turbulence injury comes from someone who wasn't strapped in. Autopilot doesn't mean pilots take a nap. It handles steady flight, but pilots still monitor instruments, communicate with ATC, and make decisions. Most landings, the hardest part, are still flown manually. Autopilot is an assistant, not a replacement. The idea of an empty cockpit while autopilot flies the plane is pure fiction. Yes, it's true. The masks only provide about 12 to 20 minutes of oxygen. But here's the key. That's all you need. In a depressurization, pilots immediately descend to around 10,000 feet, where the air is safe to breathe. The masks give passengers just enough time to bridge that gap. It's a carefully engineered system, not a flaw. No, planes don't release sewage into the sky. Waste is stored in sealed tanks beneath the cabin and emptied by ground crews. The myth exists because of rare leaks of frozen liquid known as blue ice, which sometimes fall off in chunks. But officially, waste is never dumped mid-air. Many believe the air in airplanes is dirty and recycled. In fact, modern jets use HEPA filters that remove over 99% of bacteria and viruses, the same type used in hospitals. The cabin is refreshed every 2 to 3 minutes, making it cleaner than most offices or classrooms. Some think pilots casually dump fuel over neighborhoods. Not true. Only some aircraft can jettison fuel, and even then, it's done at high altitude, where it evaporates before reaching the ground. It's a safety measure, used only to reduce landing weight in emergencies. You've seen this in movies. A passenger yanks open the door, and chaos erupts. In reality, it's impossible. At cruising altitude, cabin pressure pushes the door against its frame with the force of several tons. No human could ever open it. So no, you don't have to worry about anyone accidentally opening the door at 35,000 feet. So the next time you fly, you'll know the truth. Airplanes are tougher, safer, and smarter than the myths suggest. Which myth surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more Aviation Uncovered.